Okay, good morning guys, and welcome to week 2 of remote learning. If you checked in last week, which I really hope that you did, we practiced our 5 Tibetan rites. And this week what I would love for you guys to do is to take each of those and do them in a row. Altogether it should take about 15 to 20 minutes. So you're doing 5 different stretching type exercises. I'm going to introduce you guys to a couple different things if you want to move on to the next phase, but I would strongly suggest that you go back and look at the exercises from week 1, which I posted on Miss Higgins' health site, and get familiarized with yourself with those before we move on to these exercises. Today is going to be a very, very simple, very, very quick refocus exercise. A lot of us are indoors, a lot of us are staring at the screens, and our brains are just going haywire. So if you're willing to take 1 minute to 2 minutes, and I say that specifically because we're actually going to use a timer for this, just to refocus your brain and your body at the same time, you can try this, okay? All that we're really doing, if you want to move over this way, babe, all that we're really doing is we're just standing on one leg and staring at a spot at the wall. If you guys can see here, I just took some tape, some painter's tape, which isn't going to rip the paint off, it's not going to mess up the wall, and just created a spot for me to stare at. It doesn't matter what you're staring at. Preferably, if you're quiet and focusing on your breathing, it's going to be all that much more powerful, okay? So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to stand on one leg, and there's a couple different ways to do it. You could just lift your leg off the ground. What I like to do is rest my leg on my other calf. It's much more difficult to do when I'm talking, so I am going to stop talking in a minute, and then you can hold your arms out this way, you can keep your arms at your side. I like to hold them right in the middle and just kind of keep my weight right in the center. So what I'm going to do before we do this is I'm going to set my timer for 1 minute. If I can get to a full minute, it's really going to help. After we do the first leg, we can do the second leg. So timer's on. That's going to let me know when I'm finished. Stand on one leg. Center my gravity and breathe. Remember, we're concentrating on a focal point with our eyes, and we're breathing in through our nose and out through our mouth. Time's up. You guys see how quickly a minute went. You can do the other leg. I'm going to spare you guys that. I don't think you need to stare at me for another whole minute. What I actually felt right there was my breathing changed. Probably about 15 to 20 seconds into it, I started taking deeper breaths. And already just doing that one leg, I already feel refocused, a little bit more relaxed. If you do the full 2 minutes, it will snap you back so you can get back to work or back to whatever you were doing for the day. So this is a quick, easy one. We're finished for today's exercise. I'm going to bring it in for a hug. I love you guys. I miss you guys. Kimmy, thank you again. And see you guys tomorrow.